So I guess we should talk a bit more about what you do.
Yeah.
Well, I met you guys at a Faku party.
Yeah. At Anime Expo, right?
What year was that?
20 was whenever the
2019,
last one was.
2019.
But wait. So why are you on? What's your YouTube history? Why the fuck are you on YouTube? What's going on with that, huh?
Why am I on YouTube?
Yeah, why maybe I brought you on YouTube?
Oh yeah. So okay. I get it here. Okay. so I was like, I graduated out of college and like, I didn't want to be an industry puppet yet.
Yeah. What did you study in college?
I went for 3D animation, which I hate.
Okay.
I hate 3D animation.
You said 3D animation?
I hate 3D animation.
I went 3D animation because obviously, like, career-wise, it's like safest.
Yeah.
Like, if you go to art college, you're paying like 50 grand, whatever, every semester, and like, you know, getting massively in debt.
50 grand every semester.
Yeah.
Art college
don't mess around,
insane.
dude.
Yeah.
And then they make you pay for the dorms.
Yeah.
And then they make you pay for like everything.
Right.
And then they give you this lunch card, and they're like, "We put like $15,000 in here. You have to spend it all, or it goes away." So you have to keep eating at the cafeteria to spend all that money,
Right.
or else the money's useless. It's like so stupid.
Jeez.
But anyways, so after I graduated, I was like jobless for like a year and a half, 2 years. I don't know how long. It was like probably the most depressing parts of my life.
Yeah.
It was very depressing because at first, because I wanted to try to do something myself, like instead of like being a paint bucket slave, like I'm a paint bucket, paint bucket. I was like, let me try to do something. It was a massive struggle. I'd release a video and then it would do poorly because obviously when you're like one subscriber, Andy, you're like, you're like, I can't do much. Right. So then it was just that I just kept doing it because I saw like people like Dominic, James, Jaden and stuff like they were doing well at the time. Storytime animation was like very.
Well, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was like the peak of that.
It is dying now, like a little bit, obviously.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah, dying. It's not dying.
It's
but
calmed down a lot.
It's calmed down.
It's definitely not at the peak.
Yeah.
It used to be insane. You can make like any video be like, I went to school and I sat down and I saw a pencil and I sharpened it, and then you could get like 1 million views on it.
Yeah.
I remember like when it was at its peak, it was like no matter how many times you refresh your homepage.
There was a different storytime review.
It worked.
I think James's like style was like so simple that everyone was like, "Oh, I could do that too." And
right.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Because I remember like before, like there were like some of the biggest YouTube videos were like animation, and then YouTube changed the algorithm to not like to watch time.
People want animation.
Yeah, but the need never went. So there was this huge need on the YouTube audience for animation, but obviously it wasn't feasible to do like the heavy Newgrounds kind of short form animation anymore, and then that kind of evolved into storytime animations. I think
it's funny though, is because it's supposed to be simpler now, but like now everyone has like teams. I wish I had a team. I mean, I should try to get one, but like I have that like mental problem where I'm like, I must do it.
Yeah.
You won't do it correctly. I gotta do it.
Right.
And I hate that.
Well, yeah, that's definitely something you need to like let go of as a YouTuber.
It's so hard. You guys with editing, right?
I'm the same way, and I still am heavily involved in the editing process.
Yeah, because you're like,
yeah. Because like to me, that is like my personality. Like I can convey my personality through my editing. So I've had to learn what parts can I give to someone else and not like lose this to be like a gig up video. That's what I've had to like figure out. And that's what the challenge is, because you can't continue doing everything yourself. You have to figure out, what makes a Daidus video and what can I outsource to other people to help me with,
Yeah, because I'm sure you could get like, helpers to do, say, like coloring and stuff like that, right?
That's the hard part though, is that when it comes to animation, it's expensive because there's a lot of hours that get put into it. And like in my head, I'm like, well, if I'm doing the writing, the storyboarding, the animation, the YouTube thumbnail, the whatever, there's so many. I'm like doing everything,
right?
Yeah,
and I'm like, if I give this to somebody else, all they're gonna do is just make it polished and make it look better, right?
Yeah, but like let's say,
but I don't technically save time that way though.
There's like some things you can do. Like
It just looks
say,
better.
let's say you're writing, right? You could argue that you have to write everything. But what's wrong with someone kind of mimicking your style and then you going in and cleaning it up? And the more you work with someone,
I would love that. I just need to find like.
Yeah. It's all about
It's
writing
hard
that
to
fine
find
person.
it sucks because you need to find someone, but also
And then you have to pay them good.
you have to train them. So like you don't see a
train
return.
them, pay them.
But in the long run, you'll
Yeah,
probably
like,
see
it's an investment.
I do want to do that because
Yeah.
I get, like, I love doing the videos.
Yeah,
of course.
But it is a lot of work, and I don't like to say out loud that it's a lot of work because it's like
It's obviously
because
It's fine.
there's
It's
artists-
obvious a lot of work.
No, the problem is that there's artists who are doing that but better or faster than you or draw better than you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'd say I'm pretty good, but then Pixar artists are like,
Oh
I
yeah.
love
Yeah.
Pixar artists.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
But
Well, take
Yeah.
like what is like the process, like your entire process into making one of your videos, and
well, first,
like from start to like end.
Okay. Well, first of all, you gotta think of like, okay, what's like a good enough video that won't be boring.
Yeah.
I go for like the ADHD kind of like fast pace.
Right.
But the problem is like I learned that the hard way that like I've been doing this so much I run out of jokes because I'm like, well, I've done this. Death Note, I've done that. Another Death Note, I've done that. I put so many Death Note like references in there already. I'm like, oh well, I need to like change my style or something because I'm running out of jokes, man.
Right.
But yeah, so I start with the topic, and you half write it, you bullet point,
Yeah.
and then you storyboard. Storyboarding is the longest because
Right.
that's basically the whole video, and then you just have to clean it up, right?
Right.
So storyboard. Oh yeah, sorry, you got to do the audio because now you got to match the audio with the storyboard,
Yeah.
and I hate the audio the most. I hate audio the most. Audio. is
Why'd you hate
hard.
audio?
When it's like a home setup, it's like I don't know. I have a hard time like because with animation, every sentence that you make is at least like 5 to 10 drawings.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I gotta cut this down so I don't have to
Right.
like animate like an extra 30, 40, 50, 60 drawings. So you have to like cut it like perfectly well,
Right.
to save you some drawing time.
Right.
basically. And I don't know. I just feel like the expectations are like really high for any artist on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because there's always gonna be that guy in the comments that's like, well, that's it, or that was shit, or something like that. I don't,
Yeah.
Yeah, but fuck it.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. There's always that guy that's like, what happened? Your quality went down. Well, my quality went down because I have to release the video.
Yeah.
You want it faster, right?
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
you take too long. They go, where's the video? And then it kind of like it burns you out. I wouldn't say I'm burnt out. I would say like I would make the video, then I get like burnt out for like a month.
Yeah.
And then I come back, but at least I like enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it again. I'll keep doing it. The problem was like I don't know this animation or story time or whatever. They made this like this thing in the air, which is like, oh, you got to do it monthly. I don't know why. I don't
Like
know
a standard. Right?
I think
A
that's probably like
standard.
an
Yeah.
expectation of like
Yeah.
this seems like a reasonable amount of time
right.
for it to take.
And like
But also, I'd probably say that's like YouTube's like a good way to remind YouTube that you still exist. And like,
yeah,
please,
exactly.
yeah.
So-
please recommend my video.
So things like when me and Emily do like stuff with Connor on his channel or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like, hey, we're still alive. We're just suffering from animating.
Yeah.
I try to not to draw more than like 3 frames. I'm just like
Yeah.
because most of it is the jokes and the audio.
Yeah.
And then the visuals are just like bonus. And
Yeah.
some animators they take that too lightly and they animate too much and then they're like, oh man, why did I do this?
Right.
Then they
So
get
how long
burnt
does it
out,
take
yeah.
like to make one of your videos? Do you reckon like
without rushing it?
yeah, without rushing?
like hours.
Well, the thing is, like, in a mental, you need to be. Oh, sorry.
Want to make sure it's like pointed towards your mouth.
In there.
Eat the mic.
Yeah. So,
You can move it around. If how long does it take to make one of your videos? Like if you're not rushing.
Oh, right. Okay. So, like, the thing is, you need to be in like the mental state, like, because I think like you guys are. I call you guys live actioners.
Mate, I'm not a live actioner.
Flesh tuber.
Flesh tuber.
You're a flesh tuber.
Yeah, you
Whether
always.
you like it or not, God, you are a flesh
That
tuber.
sounds like a toy that Sydney just bought. You know, fucking like that sounds.
Flesh tube 3000.
But like for you guys, like you can like set up everything and then be done within like an hour or 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Oh, it depends. Yeah.
Well, it depends. Right?
Yeah.
Right. I'm not saying like it's easy. I'm saying it's like
It's more streamlined. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're not feeling it for the day of like doing the camera,
Yeah.
like worst case scenario, you're like down by a day.
Yeah.
Or like you just put up with it and you're just like, I'm still gonna record even though like I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Well, we do that on Trash Taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Is that 2 days? Is it 2 days?
No. I'm
No.
fine. I mean, there's some days obviously where one of us is really tired or one of us had like you know they went out drinking or something.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's just like you know.
You just gotta turn on your brain, right?
if you were working on like
Yeah.
a film set or something or a TV show,
Yeah.
you don't get to be like, sorry guys, I'm feeling a little tired.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like you just gotta like because
Power through it.
now it's not just us three, right? Even then I would still be like, all right,
Yeah.
we gotta do it.
Yeah.
Then we have like a bunch of staff coming in, so it's like
Yeah.
if one of us just doesn't turn up or take care of ourselves, it's like it affects everyone.
Yeah.
True,
Yeah.
you have like a
So-
staff too. Like
We have like responsibility now for
Yeah, yeah.
everyone.
That's how I feel when like Maylene brought us over to Geeks Plus. I'm like, oh great, well now I gotta work.
But-
Like,
Yeah.
I gotta let
But
people down.
it's like it's a
It's
good
good, it's
motivator.
good, it's good. I
There's
like
good
it.
motivation.
Yeah,
That's why
it's
I
like
came-
it's like when you go to a gym with a bro, right? And you're just following them
Yeah.
because you don't want to let your bros down, right? You know.
Right.
Yeah, because if you go gym, sometimes you're like,
Yeah.
I'll skip the last set.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
one's
yeah.
gonna punish me.
Yeah.
Boys, what are you doing? We got one more set left.
Yeah. You're like, fuck, man. Okay.
It's like,
All right,
like-
fine, I'll do it. All right.
Yeah.
I felt that like when I'm near you guys or over there or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. I feel that and I appreciate it. Like I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is why. There's 3 reasons why. 1, motivation.
Yeah.
And then 2, food.
We all eat food.
Yeah. that is
I
true.
fucking love food. Okay. And then
I also love food.
Yeah.
Wow, what a hot take.
Oh, we're the hottest take.
The hottest take on Trash Taste so far. I love food.
well, now there's like different motivators because now I have to pay for rent. I have to,
Yeah.
I
I gotta pay bills.
gotta pay
I
bills.
find as a creator, when you're around other people who are very determined and are making things, and being very like proactive and are really like pushing their like content to the limits, it very much influences me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And also,
Yeah.
I think we all stepped up our
Hard.
game from being in Trash Taste, and we all
Yeah.
wanted to push each other
Yeah,
to make better
like-
stuff.
Definitely.
Like I've definitely learned so much just by being on Trash Taste and just being with the boys as well. Like this year has been like I've been outputting the most content I've ever outputted in my entire career. And
Man, I miss when you used to like not post like.
Oh.
I was like, my brother.
that's how you know you can change, man. That's how you know you can change. I did it, man.
The chosen one. Why?
I remember these 2 would post like so fast, and I'm like, I can't keep up. This is like years and years ago.
Yeah.
And then when he was working at the BBC, I could keep up with going because he would like release like one video every like 3 months, and I'm like,
3 months.
3 months.
3 months is like once a year.
Yeah, once a
Yeah,
year,
only
once every
once a
6
year.
months, yeah,
Well,
maybe.
it was like a bunch of years.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
dingy. It's like he's just like me.
So you got sad that Gone upped his game.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm glad for the boy.
What are you, his dad?
I'm proud of you,
No,
son.
no,
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
My pity.
See,
Oh
when
my
a God
God.
can do it.
So you
can
want
do it.
everyone to upload less? You're like, please,
No.
guys,
Yeah, yeah.
Bloody
slow
whalers.
down,
No.
dude. Slow down, guys.
No, I got some new ideas to like up the.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm still alive. Like,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
especially
'cause-
with animations.
Because like I'd say like I've learned a lot by being on Trash Chase because it was like the process of this is like so different from being like a non-flesh tuber or like what do you call that? I don't know what to
Virtual
call that.
YouTube.
Avatuber.
Have a tuber.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I was just like a disembodied voice, you know, like I never showed my face or anything. But like all of my content, like you, was like very scripted, you know, highly edited and stuff like that. So I would have like, you know, aside from the drawing, I would have like a very similar process.
I noticed that.
Yeah. And like the big difference between working on Trash Taste and working with, you know, live action videos is that there is like a clear separation between, okay, work starts, camera is on, you are working now, camera is stop recording, job's over.
Right. Or like,
Yeah.
oh,
Video's
I messed
done.
up, redo. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. But like there is a clear separation to be like, okay, my work here is done, I can just relax. Whereas with scripted videos and with like edited videos, you're just like, oh, I could maybe do a little bit
I
more.
know there's too much potential.
Yeah.
And then like you go too much, you waste too much time.
Exactly. There's no clear separation about when you should start and when the project is over.
Yeah.
Because there's always like a little bit you can do more.